The South is the Confederacy, right? I knew you would know it once you heard it. And you guys have a lot of really good background knowledge. Like, thank you for remembering all the stuff that we talked about on Tuesday.
That'll
So
help
be
you with
really,
what we're talking about today.
yeah, ready to talk about, like, so we have these two different sides, right? And when you have these armies, there were generals that led them, but there was also, each of these sides had a president, okay?
One of them was, I think it was George Washington.
Not George Washington.
Abraham Lincoln. Yes. Which side do you think he led?
The North. No.
So,
North.
so
Which is
Abraham,
called
The Union.
yes, so Abraham Lincoln was the president of the United States. And then someone else was president of the Confederacy, the states that tried to leave. Does anyone know?
Jefferson.
Not Thomas Jefferson, his first name's Jefferson.
Jefferson somebody.
Starts with a D.
Jefferson D. Dicklesmore?
Davis. Jefferson Davis.
I couldn't think of it. I said Dicklesmore.
Well, awesome. So it sounds like you all have like at least a little bit of background knowledge about, I know probably a lot about Abraham Lincoln, but maybe about Jefferson Davis. So that's what we really want to talk about today, is the difference between two of those really important people in the Civil War, okay?
Alright. So we're each going to, that's why we have you separated right now, it's just we're gonna become experts on one of those people. So we're gonna have somebody, we're gonna talk about Abraham Lincoln on this side and Jefferson Davis on that side, okay?
Yay.
But don't worry,
Become
Then we'll
experts.
switch.
we'll
we're
come
gonna
back
talk about
together and then we will be experts on both.
You got it?
Yeah.
You ready to become experts?
So what we're going to do is I'm going to read this passage out loud to you. This is like a biography of Jefferson Davis. And I want you to kind of go through and highlight anything that you think is really important and that you think belongs in our chart. And then I'll give you a little bit of time a minute later to read through it again and make sure you've got everything. Okay, awesome. Well, I do want to point something out to you. These questions on the side, you don't have to do them. We're including. So you don't have to worry about those. But go ahead and put your name on the top of your paper, and then I'm going to go ahead and read this out loud to you guys, okay? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and have us go ahead and come back together and talk about it, and we'll move through it. We'll go through the whole passage together and see kind of what we thought was important, so you can add anything else to it, okay? So let's start in that first paragraph. What details from there do you think are super important that are something we need to know about Jefferson Davis? What did you say?
That he was born in Kentucky on the 3rd of June in 1808.
Okay, good. So we have like his birthday and where he's from. What else did you think of?
He was born in a town within 100 miles of the birthplace of Abraham Lincoln.
Good, that might be something that would be useful in our Venn diagram. What about you, Trip?
Wait, character traits?
Like, what he did in his life.
I see.
Yeah. So what do you mean? What do you mean? Explain a little bit.
Like,
Not physical, like color of his hair, how he looked. Physical.
like the wars,
Mhm.
all the dates.
Right, so we had like the dates that he did all these different things.
Brave.
Yeah, he was married. Those are some really important things we'll get to in a second. Yeah, that's like the whole passage. It has all these really kind of gives us a good timeline of like what he did. So
I'm not even
yeah,
sure
so
why he
that
gets
second
so
paragraph
upset.
then, let's kind of go over that. We learned that he did what? He was in the,
Oh, he was in the
But he's the
United
president.
States
He shouldn't
Military
have to
Academy.
make sides.
yep, and he became a soldier in the army, right? And so we see that like this whole concept of being in the military is important to him, right? And I also noticed, I went back and I saw in the first paragraph that he says many of his family members were in the military.
That's uncle 25 years.
Really?
I underlined that 3 of his brothers fought in the war of 1812 because that's naming a number of how many.
Yeah, that's awesome. Alright, we'll go ahead and label your Venn diagram.
Yes.
So I want us to quickly go ahead and figure out those kind of like fill in what we think is really important about Jefferson Davis that we just talked about. Like we went through and kind of marked, so what are the things you think are important to put on his side?
When he was born,
If we're
where he
teaching them, if they don't know who Jefferson Davis is, What do you want them to know about Jefferson Davis?
When he was born and where?
Okay. So I put that he was born. I put his birthday. So go ahead and put your. Go ahead and fill out. Go ahead and fill this out.
Jefferson Davis and
Abraham Lincoln.
Where he was born
But right now we're just talking about Jefferson Davis. So I put on the Jefferson Davis side. I put that he was born on June 3rd, 1808. However, it says where he was born. I put that in the middle. Why did I put that in the middle?
wait, where?
Because they were within 100.
Yeah.
It says he was born in a town within 100 miles of the birthplace of Abraham Lincoln. So I actually put that he was born in Kentucky in the middle. Because I figured out, I inferenced that, well, then he must be from Kentucky, which we'll see in a minute with that article.
I'm pretty sure he was, though. I think I read somewhere with that.
So, is that all you guys want? Is there anything else you think that we need to put
Wait,
on?
so what do we have? Civil treason?
You guys tell me, what do you guys have in your chart?
He was charged treason.
Mhm.
And that he was assassinated. I have two things.
Charged treason.
Born June 3rd, 1808. Military family.
And he went to jail?
military.
Who he married?
Oh, yeah.
Let's put that one in there. Yep, he married Sarah Taylor.
When she died.
Married.
When she died.
Married.
So he married Sarah Taylor, then what do we have? What else do you have on there? Yeah, you can put when she died if you want. But so after that, what else do we got?
Was a politician.
The politician who believed what?
Believed in slavery and states' rights.
Yep, and then
Died
he became what?
A president of Confederacy.
And then once the Confederacy lost the Civil War, what happened to him?
He was charged with treason.
And then he died.
Teen.
Perfect. Are you guys ready, you think? You guys ready for us to kind of talk to the group? Okay. Perfect. Alright, you guys ready? When you guys are ready, go ahead. Face me. Face this.
Hello. Alright. So, we each learned about two different people, right?
Yes.
Two very important people during the Civil War, right? Alright, so we're gonna have one side go first, while the other side fills in their Venn diagram.
So you guys be listening and you're
So
writing down what
that's
they're
how we
teaching
know
you.
you're paying attention, is that you're writing down the facts that you learned.
Yeah, you can do
I
it.
like to say first.
I guess Abraham Lincoln wants to go first. Is that okay?
What was his role in the Civil War? Poppy, can you tell us?
He was in the military and he was the president of
Federation.
Confederation, was charged with treason and believed in slavery and state rights.
Okay, so let's break those down one by one. So first, Jefferson Davis was what? What was the first thing he said?
Military.
So first, Jefferson Davis was in the military. He came from a military family, and he was in the military. Okay, he served in the army. Okay.
Okay.
Then after that, he leaves the army, and he becomes what?
A politician.
Yeah, becomes a politician.
Yeah.
He is in the Senate. He's in the Congress. So he's working, you know, in the federal government, but not quite to the super high level yet. But then the Civil War starts, and he becomes president of what?
Army. The Confederacy.
He becomes president of the Confederacy, okay? So he is president of this southern unit that has left the country, right?
AR. And he
Yeah.
believed in slavery and state rights.
Yes.
Military. Yeah. So he became president of the, what do we say? Do you remember what I think?
Politician.